I was asked through one of my comments on one of my videos if I had ever used or tried pellets in my cold smoker attachment. I can honestly say I had never tried it before, so we're gonna see if this works. Before we even try to start it, if you think about it, a bag of chips, wood chips, will cost you about $2, and you can, through this cold smoker attachment, you can maybe get about 3 or 4 smokes out of that one. A bag of wood pellets, a 20-pound bag of wood pellets, which is a very big bag, costs you about $10. But we'll see how, if it does work, and then we'll also see how long it'll burn for, and then maybe we can do like a comparison on the cost to operate the wood chips compared to the wood pellets. So let's find out first to see if these pellets are actually going to smoke. One of the things that I did like is that I cut the bag in a certain way where I was able to just add the pellets to the hopper like really easy, very easy. So that is a plus for them, but we'll see if they actually smoke. All right, so I just turned on the electric smoker with the chips. Let's see how long, let's see if and how long it'll take for it to start to smoke. On my other, when I use the chips, I think I average between 5 minutes more or less before I start seeing smoke. We'll see how long it takes for this one, if it does, to start to smoke. So the smoker has been on now with the chip, with the pellets, for about 3 minutes, and I gotta say, dare I say it, there's some smoke coming out. Let's go ahead and see how much smoke this thing will actually produce. I'm liking this. If this works out, I might have to switch to pellets, only because it's a lot easier. I found it a lot easier to load the hopper with these pellets, since they're very close to being uniform in their size and they're small. I can fit a lot more pellets in there and not have to worry about having to load it slowly so that the chips go in. Look at that nice smoke coming out. The pellets are right on top of the heating element, so it allows it a chance to heat up to where it catches a little bit of fire, so you can start it. On your regular smokers, your heating element is kind of like, there's a layer in between the heating element and your chips, so maybe the heat does not get to the pellets as close as this one does. But I mean, that is a lot of smoke coming out of there after, let me check now. It's been about 7 minutes. It's been about 7 minutes. And the proof is in the pudding. To answer the question that asks, well, can you put pellets inside your cold smoker attachment? Well, the answer is yes. How long these pellets will last in there and how good of a smoke will it give? Well, it gives you the smoke right there. Now we're gonna have to find out how long it actually lasts. So let me run this until it's almost done, and then I'll let you know how long it took. So the pellets have been smoking for about 30 minutes now, and it is going strong. I'm very impressed on what these little pellets can do. Whoa. Whew. All right, it's a lot of smoke. I'm gonna continue letting it smoke to see how long it actually takes before I have to refill. All right, so an hour into the test, the smokers or the pellets have continued to smoke. It is typically around this time when I like to come over and shake the hopper a little bit, because sometimes the chip, well, at least the chips, would get stuck to the side and it wouldn't allow it to go all the way to the bottom. So I'm gonna see what happens when I do the shake test to see if a lot of them go down. Typically, whenever I do this with the chips, it does go down at least a quarter or a fourth of the way, so we can compare it that way. So this is an hour into the pellet test in my cold smoker. Okay, it's hot like normal. They're still at the very top. So let's see what happens when I shake it. Ah, hot. There's not a lot of settling going down, which can mean one of two things. It's either very efficient or they're very stuck. Let me get something to poke this with. Give me a minute. So what I have here is something I would use with the chips, because sometimes this would happen where it wouldn't move. So what I got this was actually like one of those marshmallow or hot dog pokers. I just cut off one of the ends. What I normally do here with the chips is I kind of stab it to see if there's any air pockets on the bottom. If it is, you'll start to see them settle. We'll see what happens. I feel some settling going down. See, and this is one of the reasons that you want to do this, is because these things will probably get stuck to the... That's a lot of smoke there. These get stuck to the end, to the edges, because of the, I guess, stickiness of tartness. I don't know what it is, but now you see it settling a little bit. Now I'm trying to stick the probe in here, and it's not going down as much as it was right now. So I'm assuming that would be the amount of settling that took place. That's very, very, if that's the amount of settling that took place, that's very little settling, which to me indicates that these pellets are going to be very efficient. Now, it won't go down anymore. So the next thing you want to check is also over here. This is your little tray. This is of what the remnants of whatever has been smoked is leaving behind. Let's see if I can get an angle underneath here. Okay. So if you can see there, the heating element is right there, and the chips are the pellets are right next to it. So I mean, they're right there and they're smoking nice and even. I mean, so far so good. I'm looking at how much it has gone down. It hasn't gone down too much. So all signs point to a successful run. We just gotta give it a little bit more time to make sure it continues to smoke. So we're 2 hours into the test of this pellet on my smoker attachment, and it's still going strong. I'm assuming that this is because it's not as much smoke as I would have liked to have seen, but it's probably because I need to kind of do this to it so that the pellets can go all the way down. And then do a little shake to it. The reason you want to do the shake is because sometimes at the there you go, at the very bottom, these things will create like an ash blanket, and it'll prevent the heat from coming or touching the pellets or the chips, whatever you're using. But notice how I settle them, and it'll start to smoke again. All right, well, there you go. Let me put this thing back on here. So I mean, as far as having to check it and being comparable to the chips, this one is about the same, on par. Every 45 minutes to an hour at the most, I would come out and check them. Honestly, by this time, if I would have been using chips, this hopper would have been all the way all the way to the bottom, which means I would have needed to add more chips. When you look at the cost of chips to pellets in doing this method, I kind of have to give the upper hand to the pellets, because a pellet bag, like I said, costs about $10, but it's a 20-pound bag compared to a bag of chips that costs $2, but it's like a 1 or 2 pounder. So as far as the cost is concerned, pellet seems to be cheaper. As far as the smoke delivery is concerned, I mean, as long as you're willing to come out here every 30-45 minutes to agitate it, I think you'll be okay. So, I mean, that, what else can I say? It does work. It does produce smoke, and a lot of it, as you can see, those are their tailings, I guess you would call these. So final thoughts on this pellet in my smoker attachment. It's yes, I would definitely try this now. I'm gonna try to smoke some brisket with this to see what excuse me, the smoke again. What how well this does as to actually smoke meats. But as far as it producing smoke, it's a thumbs up. All right, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe. I have other videos dealing with the smoker attachment itself. I have others dealing with brisket. I have others. Just go check out my channel. I think it has a nice variety of information about smoking meats. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.